There are two words that you probably use all the time, but do you actually know what they mean? My name's Hazel Gale. I'm a former therapist, author of the Mind Monster Solution, and creator of the Betwixt app. And when I learned the distinction I'm about to share with you, it literally changed my life. So the words I'm talking about are guilt and shame, and in common parlance, they tend to be used pretty much interchangeably. But making this mistake can negatively affect not only your experience of those emotions, but also your sense of self. So it's a really good idea to separate them out. In a nutshell, here's the difference. Guilt is a feeling that we have about our behaviour. Namely, it's the sense that we've done something bad or wrong. For example, if I forgot about a coffee date with a friend and stood them up, afterwards I would probably feel guilty. And my guilt would inspire me to give them a call, to make amends, to have an awkward conversation where I fess up to the problem, which in turn would probably teach me something important about how to avoid similar mistakes in the future. So where guilt is about behaviour, shame is about identity. It's where we feel bad about who we are. If we take the very same situation of my forgotten coffee, but now imagine that I'm someone who has a sticky insecurity around being a bad friend or a bad person, then when I realised I'd stood my friend up, I might feel shame instead of guilt. And I might see my mistake as something that exposes the ugly truth about me to the world. Guilt tends to inspire reparation, encouraging us to apologise, make amends, fix the situation in some kind of way. Shame, however, is far more likely to make us try to hide, lie about, or ignore our mistakes. With my forgotten coffee example, maybe I would just leave my friend hanging. Or maybe I'd concoct some outrageous lie about an emergency doctor's appointment or something. Anything to distract attention away from me and my horrible flaws. Either of those reactions would definitely make me feel more ashamed of what I'd done, not less. And there's a great irony here, because the way to overcome or reduce the feeling of shame is to do the exact opposite of lying or hiding. As Brené Brown so famously said, shame cannot withstand the light of empathetic connection. Owning and talking about our mistakes and insecurities with people who are able to empathize with us can heal the shame that apparently comes from those things. In other words, if you choose to respond to shame as if you're feeling guilt, if you look on the level of behaviour as opposed to the level of identity, then you stand the chance to increase and improve your self-connection, your self-respect, your self-confidence, as well as your relationships with other people. I hope this helps.